Welcome back to AI Sports Trader, where we turn raw data into real edges. Today I'm breaking down this week's Premier League fixtures using my AI simulation model. We'll look at the goal probabilities, both teams to score chances, and where labour draw tiers flag the strongest opportunities. But before we dive into the fixtures, let's quickly cover why labour draw is such a powerful system. It's simple. Goals move markets. When you labour draw, you're betting against the game finishing level. The moment a goal is scored, the draw odds drift sharply, and that's where the profit opportunities come in. The beauty of labour draw is that you don't need to predict the winner, just that something happens. Whether it's the favourite or the underdog scoring, the draw price reacts in your favour, which can lead to you cashing out after the first goal. You could hold out for more or cut your losses if the game looks flat. It's a flexible, risk-managed system. My AI model doesn't just throw out numbers, it ranks fixtures into tiers so you know where the volatility edge is. So as you can see looking at this table, the elite tier is the cleanest labour draw setups. It's got high goal probabilities, the risk of 0-0 being very low, and over 2.5 goals is always around 60% or more. Both teams to score 55% and a 0-0 chance is under 4%. The strong tier is still tradable, but you have to be a lot more cautious with it, with the over 2.5 closer to 55%, with the both teams to score also around that marker, and the 0-0 risk is higher at 5 to 6%. We also have avoid tier. These are the low scoring profiles and the 0-0 risk is higher. Volatility is lacking, so it's better to skip and protect your bankroll. Now let's apply that to this week's Premier League fixtures. As you can see, here's the list that it's come out with for this week's games. A varied list of 60% or more. One game this weekend which you should definitely avoid, Wolves-Burnley, with only 48% over 2.5, both teams score 45%, and the 0-0 is 8%. This is a red flag. Do not bother with this fixture. But let's move to the ones that I think will be worth getting on if I had to choose 3 of them. Okay, so each and every week I'm going to give you the best 3 Premier League labour draw matches based on the AI model. Let's go with the first one, Aston Villa v Man City. This is a headline trade of the week with the model 62% over 2.5. It's the highest of all the fixtures this week. 3% of a 0-0 goalless draw, so very low. That's exactly what you want for labour draw. High volatility and a low stalemate risk. City games are perfect for labour draw because they dominate possession, create chances and often concede on the counter. This for me is a textbook labour draw from kick-off with a standard exit on the first goal or a hold if Villa strike early. You've got options, but this is a good play. Next game is Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. The draw is priced at 4.8 odds. As I'm currently recording before kick-off, it'll probably still be around that mark. 61% chance of over 2.5 and a 57% chance for both teams to score. This combination tells us 2 things. Goals are expected and both teams are likely to contribute. Palace are dangerous on the break and Arsenal at home will push forward. That creates volatility and that is exactly what we want in these labour draw picks. If the goal goes in your favour, you could definitely exit on that. You could also leave the game, let it play out. If I'm backing my model and what this suggests, I'm quite certain the games won't finish a draw, so I'm willing to leave it for quite some time into the second half. If a team goes 2 goals up, I tend to take some money off the table. And the third one is Leeds West Ham. This one screams volatility with a 61% over 2.5 and a 58% chance both teams score. Again, you don't have much of a risk that this one ends 0-0, just 3%. Both attacking This is perfect for Labour draw. So to sum up, Villa City would be the number one pick this weekend. Safest volatility play and the cleanest Labour draw profile. But also Arsenal Palace is a strong setup. And chaos should proceed in Leeds v West Ham game. Perfect for Labour draw. These three combine high scoring potential with low stalemate risk. What we're looking for is goals, volatility, and the risk of 0-0 being very low. All three of these fixtures have that. So to recap, Labour draw works because goals drive market movement, and my AI model filters fixtures into tiers so you know where the volatility edge is. All three games are definitely worth considering laying the draw, and leave Wolves Burnley alone. Remember, this isn't betting advice, it's a framework for smarter trading decisions. If you found this breakdown useful, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with the fixture you're most interested in trading this weekend.